I'm trying to research lithium versus lead-based batteries. We are planning on getting a solar setup installed tomorrow. We've had an appointment for a while now, and just trying to see if it's worth it for us. We don't know how many batteries, they're gonna recommend, and then, lithium has a lot of pros, and the only con is it's very expensive.
Very pricey.
So we'll see. I don't know what the rest of our system is gonna cost, so I guess we'll see how much we want to spend.
I think we need to get one of these and put that in our toy box. Maybe put some little off-road tires on it and drive that thing around. What do you guys think? It's pretty sweet. Weird. Now we're recording.
Now we are recording.
What are we talking about? How we're getting solar installed?
Yeah, solar. So we are in Quartzsite, Arizona, and right now, currently, we do not have our trailer because it's getting solar installed.
We are hanging out at a random park.
Yeah, we went to a random park to hang out while the solar is getting installed, because that's what I just said. So we had solar installed on our previous rig, our Keystone Cougar, and we had it done here in Quartzsite at Solar Bills, and we had a great experience, and they're awesome. And so when we switched rigs, we decided to come back here again and have them do a similar setup. But this time, we're excited to say that we went with some lithium batteries. So we're like fancy, we're like the fancy people now, fancy kids.
We are excited about it. They are pretty pricey, but
really expensive.
But the benefits outweigh the costs significantly, which is why we decided to go with them.
And they have a lifetime warranty. We went with Lion Energy. They have a lifetime warranty, so if anything ever goes wrong, we're good to go. We just, you can either go to a dealer and they'll swap it out, or you can just mail them in and they'll send you new ones. The setup that we're going with is we're going with a 2500 watt inverter, a big charge controller, and how many watts are we going with?
520?
No, that was our old setup. We're going with...
Doing the math. Hold on.
I think 580, so almost 600 watts. The trailer came with two separate 100 watt panels. So we had 200 watts already on the trailer, and we're just adding 290s. So if I did the math right. The inverter, the panels, 2 of those Lion batteries, and that's about it.
Yeah, Solar Bills did such a great job last time with our previous rig that we decided to come back. They definitely earned some repeat business, so we were quite happy with it.
Yeah, obviously solar's not cheap. I'm mechanical in a sense, and I can do a lot of DIY projects and whatnot, but something like that, solar, to where you have to run different gauges of wire and just putting everything. They're doing a sub panel, so all of our outlets will work inside the trailer. It's basically going to be like we're hooked up to shore power essentially. So I felt like, just get some pros who do it all the time, have them install it, and that way we're not going to have any issues down the road and everything's just going to work great.
Yeah, electrical is not something that we like to mess with because we don't know. Yeah. We don't really know enough, I would say, right?
Yeah, I can do little wiring, I wired our little Togo router, and I've done stuff on the truck and whatnot, but something that big where there's potential to burn down your house.
You don't want that.
I didn't want to do that. So brought it back to Solar Bills, and when they're all finished up, we will show you guys how they installed everything, the full setup and everything, how it all works. But for now, we want to just kind of touch in and yeah, let you know that we're excited about solar, which is huge.
Yeah, we're just chilling here for the next several hours at the park, just waiting for it to get finished up.
The next day.
So when we first got our rig, originally it had the 200 watt panels, so we had 200 watts, and we just had a trickle charge to keep our two 12 volt house batteries. That worked well, but obviously we wanted a little bit more. Installed an additional 2 panels that were 190 watts each. So we have a total of 580 watts up on the roof. So inside our pantry here, when we enter, we had our inverter display mounted here. Hold on. There you go. We had our inverter mounted display here. And then we had a midnight charge controller mounted up. And this basically we can cycle through and it tells us all the stuff that is going on with our batteries, how much is coming in, how much is going out, how much we have left over, all that kind of good stuff. And we also, this is the display through midnight, and then we also have a midnight charge controller underneath in the underbelly. And we went with a Kasai inverter, and same thing, that's mounted underneath in the underbelly. We had a Kasai inverter on the last rig and we really liked it, so we went ahead and got the same one. And what's nice about this midnight, the display obviously has so much information, but as well, the charge controller can go up to, I believe, 1,350 watts of solar on the roof. So this will last us a long time if we want to add more wattage on the roof. So it might be hard to tell, but we're back in our front little closet here towards the bottom, and they went ahead and added a sub panel in with our breakers. So now all of our outlets work in the whole rig, and it's just very simple. Everything is simple. He told me he was making it idiot proof for me because I don't know that much about wiring, and yeah, that's a lot better. All right, so when we had our 200 watts on the roof, originally when we bought the trailer, they had this little, I think it's a 30 watt charge controller. So we had to ditch this guy in favor of something bigger that could handle more wattage. So if you guys, anyone on there needs a little charge controller, shoot me a message, and if you pay for shipping, I'll send it to you. All right, so now we're going in our underbelly here, and this is our midnight charge controller. To be honest, I don't know too much about it, but we got a fuse coming in from the batteries, a fuse going out to the solar panels, and I'll learn more as I go, but this is something that, you know, I didn't feel comfortable installing, so that's why we had it done. And then we run it over here, and hopefully the lighting is good. This is our 2000 watt Kasai inverter. It's mounted in a great spot. It's tucked up out of the way. I think they did a really good job on the install. We're really happy. Obviously now with the inverter, we can run all of our plugs inside. And then here in our battery compartment, we went with 2 Lion lithium batteries. In our old rig, we had 4 6-volt lead acid batteries, and now we just have 2 of the Lion lithiums, and supposedly they said this will be equal if not better. So overall, in the long run, lithium makes sense. It's quite expensive in the beginning, but it should be good for us. All right, so we're in here in the toy box, and we kind of want to just finish out this video and kind of round it out for you guys. It's extremely windy outside, but yeah, we wanted a solar system for a while. We had one on our old rig. It worked very well. Solar Bills in Quartzsite was awesome, so we went with them again. We kind of beefed up the system slightly by adding the lithium ions over the 4 6-volts.
Gotta go with the lithiums.
Well, we'll see. We're gonna do a long-term review on the Lion Energy lithium ions, and we'll see how we like them. And like
After the next like month or so, testing them out.
yeah,
All right.
yeah. I'm a little skeptical. There's a few things, but we'll see.
Okay.
I'm definitely excited. It's a lot less weight. I think they're 24 pounds each in
20,
comparison to, you know, a normal standard 6-volt is, I don't know, I think I read anywhere from like 50 to 75 pounds. Depends on the brand, what size you have, all that.
That's a huge weight difference, so we're really excited about that, and obviously stoked to be able to use all of the plugs in the entire RV and run our smoker off of it as well.
And we only have 580 watts, but the smoker's been running all day long, and our batteries are completely full. Overnight, I mean, if we run a few little things like lights, if we're charging stuff at night, we'll wake up and it'll say that we use like 2 or 3% on our charge controller. So that's not a big deal. And I don't really know what else. We're not big power hogs. I mean, we run monitors, computers, phones.
TVs sometimes.
Yeah, but all that stuff doesn't pull a ton of power. We were told that we can even use our microwave with this little setup. I mean, not like all day long, but you know, if you want to heat up a plate of food, like no big deal. And time will tell on the system.
The coffee pot as well.
Oh yeah, coffee pot should work, no problem.
Yeah.
Time will tell, and hopefully it works out well, because it was expensive. Solar stuff is expensive, but now we don't have a power bill, so that's great.
It's
Which
pretty awesome.
our power bill was our generator, was our fuel, so now we don't have to haul around fuel, which is another weight savings.
And we're more eco-friendly this way as well.
Yeah. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any comments, like I said, we went with an installer because I didn't feel super confident installing the solar system myself. A big system, I mean, you could have a risk of having a fire, or
Yeah, for us it just wasn't worth it to mess around with that.
didn't make sense. So,
Yeah.
if you have any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. And subscribe, people. Subscribe. We appreciate it. We appreciate you.
Thanks for watching.